Welcome into Cooking with Margie. I'm Eric Stafford. This is Margie Mansure, and we are here today with yet another great recipe. And I see something over there. I spy something.
It's large, isn't it?
It's large?
It's very large. This is a Portobello mushroom.
Ooh.
And we are going to stuff it with a spinach cheese mixture.
Oh, okay, cool.
So this is a fun way to eat spinach and a fun way to eat mushrooms.
I guess I'm kind of like Popeye because I haven't run into spinach I didn't like.
Oh, you do like
yeah,
spinach.
I do like spinach, and it's good in salads. It's good in all kinds of things. So don't be afraid of the spinach.
Yes, and if you don't like spinach, you might like it this way.
Yeah, and that's why I'm looking forward to that too, because I've never really cooked a lot with Portobello mushrooms. I mean, I've fried some smaller mushrooms, but those are big.
These are monsters.
Yeah.
However, if you wanted to stuff smaller mushrooms, you would do the same technique that we're going to learn today.
Okay.
So, just in case you can't find one this big. Of course, I have some duties for you.
Okay.
So, we're going to start out, we're going to marinate this mushroom for 30 minutes to an hour.
Wow.
So, it is going to give it another layer of flavor by doing that.
Cool.
So I want you to make the marinade.
Okay.
So you're going to pour 3 ounces of olive oil in that cup.
Okay.
And 3 tablespoons of vinegar.
Okay.
Okay. So I'll let you start on that.
So 3 ounces of olive oil?
Yes, of olive oil.
And then
I
was more worried about my measurements. I wasn't listening.
Oh, imagine that.
Yeah.
Imagine.
Hey, at least I admit it.
And that's the extra virgin olive oil. It has a
and you said 3 ounces. Like, that's a lot.
Ounces. Well, this is going to be enough for four large mushrooms.
Okay. So I just didn't want to go crazy on you with a lot of oil. So I'm assuming it's pretty close to that.
And let's see, maybe a little bit of salt and pepper, half teaspoon of salt.
Okay.
And then just grind up some pepper in that. And that's our simple marinade.
Okay.
So while you do that, I'm going to take these gills out of this mushroom because we don't want our product to be soggy.
Oh, okay.
And see, I'm just coming down with a spoon.
Yeah.
Down towards the center. But mushrooms have a good bit of moisture in them. I mean, they're, like all vegetables, probably over 90% water.
Yeah.
So by taking these out, it'll help a little bit.
Now, I'm going to ask you again, how much vinegar?
It is 3 tablespoons of the red wine vinegar.
Okay.
If you had another favorite vinegar you like, you could use that.
Oh, okay. So if you've got vinegar around the house, then you maybe like apple cider around here.
It would be a little sweeter. The apple cider has a kind of a sweeter flavor, but that would be good as well.
That'd work.
It'll work. Okay, so just whisk that together.
Whisk it up.
So see, I've hollowed that out. So see, it's got a nice little cavity for the future stuffing. So for demonstration purposes, we're only going to marinate one. Okay. So, but you'd get a gallon size Ziploc.
Yeah.
And then just pour a little bit in there. Just coat that. You don't have to use all of it. Okay. And yeah, so we'll coat this side. See if that's enough to get the back side. Yeah. So you can see it's all coated.
Yeah.
And so 30 minutes to an hour is about all you need to marinate that to give it that good flavor. So we'll just set that aside.
All right.
Okay, so that's step 1.
Okay.
The next thing we want to do is make our filling, right?
Oh, okay. So I've got to get rid of that.
Our stuffing. I'll just put that back here. So I've got, I have ricotta cheese.
Okay.
I have around 4 ounces of ricotta cheese, and then lemon zest.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. So what I want you to do is zest this lemon in here.
Okay.
And you need 1.5 teaspoons.
Okay.
And we can put our stuffing in this larger bowl when we're ready. So I'm going to saute up some spinach to go in that. So I'm putting my pan over medium heat. I'm going to add about a tablespoon of the olive oil. So this is a lot of spinach.
It is a lot of spinach, but it'll cook down, right?
It's amazing how it does cook down so fast. If you had some other greens you wanted to use, you could.
Yeah.
Yeah, any kind of green really, but you would have to probably cook it longer than you would the spinach.
Kudzu?
Spinach is so...
Could you do
kudzu?
kudzu?
Have you eaten kudzu?
No, I've heard it tastes like green beans though.
All right, well, you can test the recipe and let me know how it turns out. So I'm putting in a 1/4 teaspoon of red pepper flakes just to add a little bit of flavor. That's certainly optional.
Okay.
I think you like a little heat though.
I do like a little heat.
So, yep, that's what I was thinking.
So I think we're okay there with the...
That definitely looks like at least 1.5 teaspoons of that.
Okay. Do I need to measure it?
Yes, that's
Okay.
very good.
Probably good.
Although if you love the lemon
If
flavor,
you look, I love the way it
could put
smells. It smells great.
Yeah, you can
So
put
I'm putting it in this bowl?
Yes.
Okay. Big bowl.
You could put it more in there if you wanted.
Okay. Actually, that's about right.
Ah, you've gotten so good.
No,
What
I
a
didn't.
talent.
No, I'm just lazy at grading and I quit. Totally different.
So I have minced up 3 cloves of garlic for our saute.
Okay.
Smells good.
Yeah, it does smell good.
And this is about 10 ounces of spinach. So some people grow spinach. This would be a good way to use up some of your spinach from the garden.
Yeah.
Or you can get it in one of those tubs already pre-washed and everything, which is so easy, right?
But it's so much cheaper to just do it yourself.
It is. If you have the energy in the property, it's really nice to grow some yourself.
Okay, so I'm mixing all this in this bowl, so I'm going to put this in there.
Right.
Okay?
You're going to put
in
in
I just want to make sure.
the ricotta.
Little ricotta cheese.
Now, I've also made this with goat cheese.
Oh, really?
But it is more expensive than ricotta cheese, and I think any kind of soft cheese, just to kind of bind all this together and give it a little flavor, would be nice.
With the goat cheese, was it okay or was it not bad? You knew that was going to happen. You knew that was going to happen.
Never trust you, Eric.
Yeah, that's always something, isn't it?
Okay, I should probably put some salt in this.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
There you go.
You gotta have a little salt. Let's see. Just, if you don't eat much salt, don't put much salt. Just to taste.
Now I'm going to ask you a chef question.
Certainly.
Does the salt bring out the water in the spinach a little bit? Does it make it kind of...
It would do that, right, because of osmosis, right?
Well, I don't know.
That's the way
That's
that
why
works.
I'm asking. I know enough to be dangerous, so...
Yep, that's what I thought.
Yeah, that's all. It's not helpful information. It's just enough to be dangerous.
And with a saute pan like this, it's nice and wide, and then the water evaporates faster. So that's why you want to use a good saute pan.
Yeah.
But honestly, you could just eat the spinach like this.
Yeah.
And it would be delicious.
It looks great, yeah.
Especially
It smells great.
if you're a spinach lover.
Yeah. So
So the mushrooms spinach, of course, we always think of eating spinach. It all started with Popeye of being healthy and having the muscles and all, being strong. But mushrooms are also very nutritious. And one thing that I think is really interesting about mushrooms is that if they're exposed to ultraviolet light, UV light, they develop vitamin D. Just like we do.
Wow.
So they're one of the few good sources of vitamin D.
Yeah.
Who would have thought? They're really fun guys.
See, she's taking my hand.
Yeah. Bad. Okay, so I've cooked this. That just took a minute, right?
Yeah, that didn't take long at all.
So I'll try to get that in there. Some of it anyhow.
You got the majority. You're good.
All right, that's all. There's probably a little extra anyhow.
Yeah.
Now this is a clean counter, so there we go.
All right. We're mixing all this together?
We are.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to pretend that our mushrooms have been marinating for half an hour.
Yeah.
And then what we would do is put them on a baking sheet and cook them for about 10 minutes in a 475-degree oven.
Oh.
A hot oven.
That's crispy.
That's causing it to, the water to evaporate out of that.
Yeah.
And then this is what they look like after that time.
And see, it looks like a hamburger. It looks just like a hamburger.
And you could eat this like a hamburger. Some people do that. They put it in a hamburger bun and put toppings on it.
When I came in the kitchen, that's what I said. I said, "Are you cooking hamburgers today?" I asked her because it smelled like hamburger.
And you were disappointed.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
I'll take
You'll take a mushroom burger?
I'll take a mushroom burger. I'll take a protein substitute there. It's still protein though, isn't it?
It doesn't have a whole lot of protein, but that ricotta cheese is going to add some.
Oh, well, there you go. Yeah, I wasn't even thinking about the dairy.
So this is basil.
Yeah.
And that's another good summer herb, and a lot of people grow that. So I'm chopping this up to go into our stuffing. It's going to have such a good flavor.
Okay.
So I like to just kind of put it in a bunch like this, and then just go across it to where it's small. Then it's pretty strong in flavor, so that it spreads out the flavor when we put it in our stuffing. So we're going to put a half cup of the basil.
Okay.
Start with that. Right. So that's quite a nice flavor combination, don't you think?
Man, you can smell that basil.
Lemon, the basil, yes. Okay.
All right.
Now we get to the fun part. We're closer to eating. It is around lunchtime.
Yeah, it is around lunchtime as we take this.
So I'm going to get another spoon. We can have a stuffing.
We can have a stuffing contest?
Stuffing contest. I think that's pretty well put together.
Yeah, tried to stir it up as best I could.
So we'll just take our mushroom like this.
Okay.
And stuff it the best we can.
Okay.
So people make stuffings out of all sorts of things.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is just one idea.
I got a little happy with that.
That was easy.
Are you going to leave me the big one?
You got the big one. I think that stuffing is way more than what we need, so.
Yeah.
We'll
Might be saving that for later.
Yeah.
stuff something else. Good.
Yes, last time I made this, I had extra stuffing, and I put it on something. I can't remember. It was good.
Well, it seems like it would be good. Yeah, it'd be good on anything.
Okay, that's
all right.
Yum.
Yum.
Now we want to have a topping for that. Okay. So I have some panko breadcrumbs.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
You know, with those, you can get those in the grocery store. You could just use plain breadcrumbs. They're just a little bit bigger breadcrumbs. So I sautéed them with 2 tablespoons of olive oil, and just got them kind of golden.
Okay.
And then the other important ingredient is Parmesan cheese.
Oh.
So I'm putting a 1/2 cup of that, just plain old grated Parmesan cheese. And so just move that around a little bit. Ooh, that's easy to combine.
Yeah, that's looking good.
And so I'm gonna just put this on the top. You want to spread that out a little bit, and thank you. Yeah, we could definitely do more mushrooms with this.
Yeah.
I've got more top.
We've got plenty of stuff. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's beautiful. So I'm going to put this on a sheet pan or cookie sheet. And we only need to bake them for about 4 minutes in that hot oven. It's a 475 oven. And then that should toast up that panko a little bit more.
Yeah.
We'll give that a go. So here it is. It took 4 minutes. And see how the tops look nice and golden brown?
Yeah.
And so it should be heated all the way through. So there you go, Eric.
And I have the accoutrements.
You do.
And I'm going to give it to go here. I don't want to take a big bite of it.
So these could be served as an entree if you wanted it to be your entree, and just have some, I don't know, I think sweet potatoes would be nice beside it. And yeah, anything else you want to serve it with. Or you could serve it as a side dish. And truthfully, the other day I had a rotisserie chicken. So I just had a piece of that chicken, and I had this. And that was a great, well-balanced meal.
It is great. It's very flavorful. The mushroom, I mean, it's just like eating a piece of meat. I'm feeling the heat now. I'm starting to get a little bit of the heat in there. But I immediately tasted the lemon zest. And as far as spinach goes, I mean, you can't really taste spinach. But it doesn't really have a taste, does it?
It doesn't, because it's kind of swallowed up by the mushroom, the savoriness of the mushroom, like you said, and the lemon.
And the crunchiness of the panko and the Parmesan on top is really good.
Yeah, it's important to consider the texture, and if we wouldn't have cooked those mushrooms ahead of time, they would have been all soggy. So if you ever do the mushrooms, I think that is an important step.
Okay, cool. But it's great. It's great. You need to try it. It's really good. So this is one I'll be doing at home.
All right.
Oh yeah.
Well, you know, I always like to hear that. Yeah, we're right in time for lunch, and I think I'll take the big one. So thank you for joining us today, and I hope you try the recipe.